What does it mean to truly love someone until the very end? When legendary actor Paul Newman took his final breath, his wife of 50 years, Joanne Woodward, did something so quiet, yet so powerful, it tells us everything we need to know about their love story. This is what Joanne did the moment Paul Newman died, and why it matters. A love story that lasted. Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward weren't just Hollywood stars. They were real partners. Their story began on Broadway in 1953. Paul was married then, but there was a spark when he met Joanne. Years later, while filming The Long Hot Summer in 1957, that spark became something deeper. They got married in Las Vegas in 1958. While Paul's fame was still growing, Joanne had already won an Oscar, but instead of competition, there was support. They worked together, raised 6 kids, and built a life far away from the Hollywood spotlight, in a quiet town in Connecticut. A life of meaning. They were not just movie stars. Joanne taught acting. Paul loved working on cars and even started a food company, Newman's Own, giving all profits to charity. Their life wasn't perfect. They faced deep sorrow when Paul's son, Scott, died from a drug overdose in 1978. But they turned pain into purpose. Paul started the Scott Newman Center to help young people understand the dangers of drugs. Together, they also built something beautiful, the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, a summer camp for seriously ill children, completely free for families. Paul helped sweep the floors. Joanne mentored young actors. They were humble, even with all their fame. The final moment. Paul Newman died on September 26, 2008 after battling cancer. He was 83. At that moment, Joanne wasn't in the room. Their daughter, Claire, says she and her mom were quietly walking around the house. Joanne was calm, almost avoiding the moment. But then, she stopped and said, "I have to go to him." She went into the room, walked over and gently held his feet. And as she did, Paul took his last breath. No grand words, no dramatic scene, just touch, love, and presence. What it meant. That simple act, holding his feet as he died, says more than any love letter ever could. After 50 years of being partners, she was still the one he reached for at the very end. Their daughter said it best. Even in death, the last person he wanted to connect with was her. Why it stays with us. In a world where many things feel temporary, the love between Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward reminds us of what lasting love can look like. Full of humor, support, grief, forgiveness, and simple, quiet moments.